So if you clicked on this video and you are awake, you're researching, and you are in the know in some sense with regards to what's going on, if you want to talk about Q, if you want to talk about just all the prophetic words and just many things that are happening behind the scenes, then this video will encourage you and this will make sense for you. But other people, if you're not in this, it will not make sense and you may even disregard it. But I've said before that in some sense, wherever you are in this scale, we're in a great awakening. People are waking up. They're realizing the injustice. They're realizing the two-tiered justice system. They're realizing what this whole Trump versus these other people are. They're realizing what this entire theatrical show is basically about, in the sense that there's something off. And to the degree that you are well-researched, you are aware of just, everything from the 2020 steal and the deep state, the existence of just what's going on, all the way down to all of even the executive orders and the law of war manual and all this stuff. Remember, there are two groups of people that are being targeted in terms of what's going on. The first group of people are the people that are waking up to the injustice and realizing that operating under the assumption that Trump is going to be going for 2024 and all of this election interference stuff that's happening. Trump has been saying for a very long time, or rather this year, that everything that's happening is election interference. All of the DOJ stuff, the FBI stuff, all of these guys that are trying to go after him with the indictments, the arrests, and all this stuff, right? So in one sense, this normie middle group of America or the world, they have to operate under this assumption that, yes, he quote unquote lost the election and that he needs to regain power. And they're waking up to all of this from this perspective, this bubble. The other one that many of us are aware of is what's going on behind the scenes, which is that there is a continuity of government. There is devolution that's at play, and that POTUS, however this has played out in the sense that he's written PEDs, he's written executive orders that Cybercom, NSA, and Space Force were monitoring and conducting for November 3rd with the elections and all of the steal that we know of today, we believe to have happened today, and capturing all of that. But you got to remember that because this is about awakening, this is about the timing and the sequence of everything, that you have to let it play out, right? So everybody that's up in arms about, there's nothing that happened with the Durham stuff. There's not much happening in the public limelight and all that stuff. Realize that a lot of it is about the Great Awakening, and to bring people into the fold. Timing, again, if you follow Q drops, specific timing rests with POTUS. This is Q drop 2115, and 1581 also says, we serve the president, left the decision of timing up to him. And so realize that there are many things going on. A lot of it's focused on Trump. A lot of it is focused on this entire, what he calls the final battle. We're not quite there over the finish line. But again, whatever group you are in, realize that this first group must come to the fold. And so this is why certain things are happening. We're sitting here, wondering why there are certain delays, scratching our head. But realize that you have to trust that the people with the intel, they know what's going on, and they have to bring these guys into the fold. The other stuff, if you're more informed and just everything that's happened in terms of maybe not the specific details, but realize that there is a continuity of government. There's a devolution at play, and that for however this is playing out legally, right? This is in Trump's hands and the military's hands. It's bigger than getting people for election fraud and just the deep state stuff. There's deeper things going on with regards to the children, with regards to aborted fetuses, just all this wickedness that's happening. And many people are playing their part. There's a lot of strategy going on. And remember, this is about having ample evidence, right? If Trump right now is saying election interference, he announced, quote unquote, his campaign early in November, and anything that they're doing up till now is catching them in the act because they're doing something that's illegal. And this stuff is going to bring these guys down. And so again, realize that in this realm, you have to catch everybody. You have to catch him legally. In this other realm, yes, he's POTUS. He's doing stuff with the military behind the scenes. They're going to deny Q. They're going to deny everything that's going on. But because this is the largest sting operation in the history of mankind, that everything that's happening, a lot of it has to happen covertly, behind the scenes. There's a cause and effect, right? There's going to be things that you can't just say outright in order to catch everybody. We're going to see some of the greatest moves of God taking down wickedness, bringing them all down. We've already won the game, but many more people, they have to be used in different facets of society. A lot of people are speaking out about education, about what's being taught, the wokeism, the liberals, all that stuff. That's one avenue, one channel. There are many more. And it's to bring everybody into the fold, to get them awake and say, hey, there was something nefarious going on with people that are in control. And so you're seeing that. You're seeing Hillary. You're seeing all these guys are going to be taken down. Adam Schiff has been in the news recently, many other things. And these guys have to be caught red-handed. And there has to be ample evidence. It has to be unanimous in that they don't have plausible deniability. They're not sitting there saying, oops, it was just a one-time thing. They're catching them in the act. They're going to be brought to justice. They're going to go have military tribunals. Guantanamo Bay is opening up. The summer is going to be busy. And there's many things that are still happening. And so realize that the military, these guys, they have it. It's a massive, massive operation. Be patient. Let it work out. And don't react. Because again, guys like Durham, many others, they're being used for a specific role. I think he said something during a testimony that it's outside of his scope. And so he's playing a role. There's other people at play. And he's also said that I'm not going to discuss anything under seal. So realize that there are other people that are doing other investigations. He's not the only game in town, is what Q says. And there's much more going on. And again, this is in sequence. We have to allow things to play out the way they need to legally, and also for people to wake up. You got many more people moving from the first group down to the second group. And so we are watching this play out as we speak. This is the final battle. We're not there just yet, but we're almost there. And so you have to allow this to play out. It's getting crazy if you think about it, right? Trump, he's been indicted again. And all of this that's happening, this witch hunt, again, they're trapping him. They're trapping him, and we're getting ready for the tribunals, the massive arrests, and many other things. A lot of sealed indictments. There's a lot of things to come, but we can't just let certain things play out just yet until other pieces are in place. So be encouraged, be blessed. Love you guys. Talk to you guys very soon.